What up, I'm Shen. Let's dive in. So we had this 4-hour trend from daily to 4-hour right here. We just hard closed here, and now we need to find what it tested on this side and then possibly find an entry based on Asia sweep and this range. Just to dissect this range, what we had was a weekly range. It was, yeah, that was a weekly range right here, with this being a weekly. And this was the daily that was protecting it. And this might be the daily that protects it from the other side if it is separated by a fractal, which it is. And then this is a weekly hold. Okay. And then we have a daily on this side and a daily on this side. Let's see where the price is right now. It touched this daily, but it's failing, so it's probably going to the weekly or maybe even lower. The bias for today is down because we have this downtrend, and as long as we did not hit anything important on the left side, I don't expect anything crazy to happen to the upside. We do have this here. If this is a weekly, meaning that this daily was actually created and activated before this daily. So if this is where the weekly started, we have a daily to the left side, a daily to the right side, and then a daily to the right side, and a daily somewhere here. Let's see if this one is separated by a 4-hour fractal. It is not, so it is a valid daily level, which means that this could actually be a daily test. But for it to be a daily, it needs to break something on 4 hours. So daily will try to go after this, but this is so far away, so let's find. Okay, this seems decent because this is a 1 hour break level. So if the price decides to hit this once, reject, hit this twice, reject, then we have a 4-hour level. That would mean that this daily is failing and the real test is somewhere lower even. So this could actually be the daily inducement. And from this 4 hour, we could create something on 1 hour time frame, maybe something like this. So targets are this and this 4-hour trend, because we break on an hourly, we go to a 4-hour. Okay, these two are the London and New York Open. The windows, time windows that are best to trade within. If this is a daily test, we can create an hourly trend from here. So we would have this hourly is just created, so this candle closed. To activate it, we need to break something on 15. The only 15 we had was this thing over here. So starting from here, this was the activation of the hourly trend on 15-minute level, through 15-minute level, better said. Which means that the logic would be hourly 15, 5. Where is 5? I'm gonna find 5. Starting from this trend on the hourly, because this is the range, we're gonna find where it was created, and it was created right here. No, it was created right here, which means that this was the 5-minute, and we might have missed the trade for now. It was 40 minutes before London Open. The next logical entry would be 3-minute, somewhere here. Let's find the 3-minute. This is not it. Activate on 3 and enter on 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute would be even better. I can't see the 3-minute level here. Maybe this one. Test, activation, and then go to 1 minute. And if this is the 1 minute break level, this here is what is supposed to hold. So maybe an entry here. Very tight stop loss. But this was the entry, this 5 minute here was the logical entry, just because of how the sequence works. We hit a daily, -2 time frames is an hourly base for a trend, create an hourly trend, activate the hourly trend from 15, that would be hourly 15, and this was the entry. On the other side, we have something that could break this trend. So if it hit a daily, it should go at least to 4 and close this 4 to move up. From this daily to this daily would be its mirror. But if we created an hourly, we have a 4-hour trend and we have a 15-minute something. And at 15 minutes, just this is a range. So if this just, let me change the color. If this just holds this range, it means that 15 is holding against an hourly. And if 15 is holding against an hourly, hourly is breaking. Hourly is breaking, next target is 4 hour. Next 4 hour is here, with possibly like an hourly 4 hour, an hourly structure that is now 4 hour, somewhere in between. But this 15 could be a good short, and if this is the case, take profit somewhere here would be a decent decision. Yep, as you can see, this 5 was the entry indeed. So I'll be looking for maybe a short, just because the overall bias is still down with this hourly 4 hour trend right here. So I'll be waiting for an inducement, maybe somewhere in this area. So if price now in 1 minute starts to create a range like this, and then tap into that liquidity, which is a 15-minute entry here to break the hourly trend, because the hourly trend is just established against this hourly, because this hourly can also be readjusted to here, because it's starting from a 4 hour. So I'll be looking for liquidity build-up, and if that's the case, a test of a level inside this 15-minute range. And it could be this 15, there is no 5, there's the origin, like the high of the range, so the price can still do this and continue to move down. Just going to find the next. This 3 minute also looks pretty good to me. And we are within our hourly window of London Open. So this could actually be a smart money trap right here. Because if the price from this test is unable to break the structure up somewhere here, that would just mean that it stops here, and this all is liquidity right here, and it will just continue to move down. So now, instead of creating liquidity here like this inside the range and tapping into here to break the trend, it actually tested something, and that something is a 5-minute front side range. So if this is 15, and this is the 5 that kind of protects it, and this is what got hit, a 5-minute. So the next logical entry would be either this 5-minute, and then this is smart money trap, and the first take profit here, and second take profit, just let it run to this 4 hours somewhere here. Also possible entries is 5 minute here, and inside the 5 minute fractal there is a 3 minute what's called a backside. I think there is a 1 minute. There is no 1 minute because 1 minute is here. So this and this look like decent entries to me. Yeah, we just went 5 to 5. 5 to 5 could have hit this, the 3 minute, and is still an option. That would mean that this range is developed, and if this range breaks, I don't think this 15 will hold it. I think if it spends over an hour here, there are other ranges that could get hit. For example, this one. This is a 15 minute also. From here to here. And it's closer to this 4 hour downtrend. So I think now, if it stays here, this is just gonna blow up. If it goes now and does something here, I'll leave these levels just for to understand what level it hit, to be able to find its mirror on the other side, to find an entry. I do still think this is okay as an entry. So we just hit the 3 minute inside the 15 minute range right here. This was the test. So now we're back to the idea that the 15 minutes something will break an hourly to go to 4, that maybe this was not the test and this was not the inducement. I just set an entry here on break of structure. Stop here. 1, 2, 3. And I will follow the test inside of here, because if it's going down, it shouldn't stop at 15. That would be this 15 to this 15. And instead of 15, it should go to the hourly right here. Hit hourly, hit 15, continue to move down. So we hit this 3, and we are trying to create another range on 15 minute and just continue to trail 15 minute ranges to the downside. Here you can see a 15 minute range. Here 15 minute range. It's trying to create one here from this 15 and just to continue to move down. So I just got filled right here. And we'll be monitoring that trade. But I think this will be the trade of the day. I will put my stop here right now and just see that this 5 does not get hit, because if it gets hit perfectly, regains 1 minute, I will be out. But if it goes for the hourly, then very likely this 15 or even this 5 will get hit, while the price is still going to be bearish for the rest of the day.